Okay, so I'm going to show you some knocking points real quick and the reason why we do this. I have three bows here. They're all Turkish horse bows. This one would be the Deer Seeker Archery 52 inch at 60 pounds. And I want to show you guys something. I'm going to put this right on the middle and level of my the arrow pass, which is that little round plastic looking piece right there that's glued in there and laminated over. Okay, you notice that my knocking point is a little higher. Hang on. And that's how you knock. The knocking point should be a little higher than your arrow pass middle. So it'll actually have an angle to it. All right, so it should be, maybe I'm a little high on this. Other archers will have a variation of what's correct. But this right here would be the correct procedure to have it a little higher than the middle of the arrow pass. And that's how you would shoot this. I don't want to pull this back. It's got a penetrator on it. I don't want to lose that by accident. Um, on the alley bow Turkish horse bow, this is a 48 inch. So it says, I don't even know exactly. So what you're doing with this is you're down knocking. This is a Slavic draw, and you can still thumb draw with this. And it's still and without a thumb. It's a 50-pound bow, so it's without a thumb ring, and it's not going to burn your finger up. But eventually, you'll get nicked by the opening of the knocking point. There's a jagged edge on there. You got to file it all down and everything, and make it all pristine. I don't really need to do that because I'm primarily Slavic draw and going down, and that is just a tad higher than the middle of the knocking point. It's not as high as the 52 inch from Deer Seeker. And I can Slavic draw this all day long, and that works. This is the other alley bow. These, when you get these, this is the one with the oxhorn tips. The other one is common. It's referred to as common on Amazon. So when you use your arrow to do your thumb draw, which I have this one primary set up for thumb draw, which you can still Slavic draw on it. It's just there's no tape there to protect your fingers a little bit. This is also set up with that in mind, but it's not as high, and it still works because where my grip is, I'm just a little bit like right there at the edge of that material you would call the arrow pass is where, and above the grip. And that's what I use for the arrow pass. You'll see some archers turn this upside down and shoot it, and it's got the arrow pass down here, which doesn't make any sense because it's thicker here than it is here. So in my knowledge, I would say that this part with a pebbly, grainy material, plastic probably, or some type of rubbery plastic is the arrow pass, and that's what I use as the arrow pass. So I've seen that before, and I was like, does he realize it's upside down, or am I wrong? So, it's interpretation, I guess. But anyway, with this bow, I have it set up for thumb draw, primarily what I use it for, but like I said, you can still use it for, and you can, or Slavic draw, and you can still do this bare thumb on a 45, 35, you can do it, but I set the 35 up for combat archery, which I just did a short, and showed you how fast and accurate it can be at 6 yards. It's still going to be the same at 10 yards, 15 yards, 20 yards. You're still going to have an effective group in the chest area. So it's just, hold over. And this one here, I can pull all the way back on a 33-inch shaft. So you got about 34-inch arrow plus change penetrator for this needlepoint bodkin, and this is the one I shot through the zombie neck, hitting in front of the neck, going out the back of the neck. Pretty interesting penetration characteristics. it depends upon how much filler or what's going on inside the phone. So it would be a little different with each arrow, each bow. With each bow was using the same arrow. So, but we can go and test that out here probably today or tomorrow. Tonight or tomorrow night. We'll do that. It just all depends upon what I'm doing. Inclimatic weather day. Tonight, tomorrow, and next day. So we may not get anything at all. We may get a little bit of something. Nobody really knows. So it's how it shifts. Indiana weather. Nice and sunny yesterday. Cold and gloomy today. So we won't be going outside today. But, and I was really busy yesterday, so I couldn't do any outside shooting. But we'll get to outside shooting. I'll give me another Delta McKenzie here soon and do a 2 target or 3 target engagement. When you do 3 arrows, you can probably get away with doing a 3 target engagement if you can do that. But primarily at the end of the day, when you're all practiced and trained in doing a 3 target engagement, you want to start doing headshots at distance. So we're going to try that out, test that out, see how well that's going to work out. It just all